If you're looking for a convenient, affordable way to get around town, you may want to consider using a Lime scooter. Lime scooters can be rented for just $1 per ride, making them a cost-effective option for city transportation. In this video, we'll take a closer look at how much Lime scooters cost and what you can expect from this transportation option. Keep watching to learn more. Lime scooters can cost as little as $1 per ride. This makes them a very affordable option for city transportation, especially when compared to things like car rental and taxi rides. In some cities, local governments have actually implemented regulations that will raise the price of scooter rentals in order to ensure the safety of riders. What is a Lime scooter? A Lime scooter is a small electric vehicle that can be rented through a smartphone app and used to get around town. Although there are other brands of these scooters out there, we'll use the term Lime scooter in this post because it's one of the most popular brands available today. What factors affect the price of a Lime scooter? When you're thinking about how much a Lime scooter costs, you'll want to consider things like the age of the individual who plans on riding it and any special equipment they may need in order to operate it. You can use this Lime bike rental calculator to estimate the cost of your ride. Additionally, there are several popular apps that can help you determine the average price for a Lime scooter rental in your city. When it comes to transportation, there are many factors that can affect how much you pay to use an item, including the age of the user, any equipment needed in order to ride it, and more. Lime scooters typically cost around $1 per mile. In order to make payment on your ride easier, many companies allow riders to add a direct debit account to their system. In these cases, you would simply pay for the total amount of the ride, and there would be no need to deal with things like cash or credit cards. You'll also want to make sure you factor in any fees associated with your ride. For example, some companies may charge a small flat fee for drop-off and pickup services. Mobile apps like the one found here can help determine the exact price for a Lime scooter rental. What are the pros and cons of using a Lime scooter? If you're trying to decide whether or not a Lime scooter is worth it, you'll want to consider the potential benefits and drawbacks of using this transportation option. Here are the pros of using a Lime scooter. No harmful emissions. One of the best things about using a Lime scooter is that there are no harmful emissions during transportation. In some cities, the price of gas has been on the rise for years. Although you can't completely eliminate this cost with a Lime scooter, you will be helping to reduce your carbon footprint and doing your part to keep our environment safe. They are quiet. There are no internal combustion engines involved with this type of transportation, so they are also very quiet. Many cities around the world are becoming increasingly concerned about noise pollution, and it's important to do your part in keeping things quiet if you want them to stay that way. Easy to use, although most products like this one require some assembly before use. Lime scooters are easy to assemble with little required on your part. Additionally, they can be locked back up easily with a simple locking mechanism. What are the cons of using a Lime scooter? Although there are many pros to using this type of transportation option, there are also some potential drawbacks that you'll want to know about before deciding whether or not to use a Lime scooter. Now let's talk about the cons of using a Lime scooter. They can run out of battery. Although these scooters are convenient to ride, you should be aware that the battery could run out at any time. This is especially true if you've been riding around for a long time or working your way up and downhill. They are small. One thing you'll want to be aware of before riding your Lime scooter is that they are small. This can be an advantage or disadvantage depending on your individual preferences. If you don't like having lots of personal space, this could definitely become an issue for you. They have minimal safety features. If you're looking for a product that has lots of safety features, you may want to look at other options. These scooters are designed more for short-term transportation than long-term use. If you do decide to ride them on a regular basis, it's important that you always wear an approved helmet and that you only ride the roads instead of taking shortcuts through pedestrian areas or parking lot. My final thoughts. Whether or not a Lime scooter is right for you will largely depend on your specific needs and preferences. In order to decide if it's something that could be beneficial for you, consider the potential benefits and drawbacks outlined above, as well as any additional factors that may come into play for you personally. It can take some time to figure out what options are right for you, but after weighing all the possible pros and cons, it shouldn't take you too long. After all, these things are fun to ride.